What if some of humanity's greatest cities weren't destroyed, just forgotten, hidden beneath ash, sand, forests, and even modern towns? These places lay silent for centuries, until rediscovery shocked the world. From underground refuges to massive stone cities abandoned overnight, these are the most extraordinary lost cities ever found. Stay until the end, because number one proves advanced civilization existed far earlier than history books ever admitted. Here you have 15 lost cities you can finally visit today. Penico, Peru. In July 2025, Peru unveiled one of archaeology's newest treasures. Penico, a 3,500-year-old urban center, opened its doors to the public after 8 years of intensive excavation. Located in Barranca province, just 4.5 hours from Lima, this ancient city dates back to between 1800 and 1500 BC, making it contemporary with early civilizations in Mesopotamia and Asia. The site served as a crucial trading hub, connecting Pacific coastal communities with the Andes and Amazon regions. Archaeologists have uncovered 18 distinct structures, including the spectacular Ceremonial Hall of Pututas, featuring intricate carvings of conch shell trumpets on its walls. These instruments could transmit sound over long distances, symbolizing social importance in ancient Peruvian society. The city also reveals evidence of hematite trade, used to create red pigment vital to Andean cosmology. Built strategically 600 meters above sea level on a geological terrace parallel to a river, Penico demonstrates sophisticated urban planning. Researchers believe it emerged after the decline of the Corral civilization, potentially due to climate-induced droughts. Today, visitors can explore walking routes through preserved ruins, a modern interpretation center, and even attend traditional Andean festivals celebrating this remarkable rediscovery. Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. Imagine renovating your basement and discovering an entire city beneath your home. In 1963, a Turkish farmer in Cappadocia kept losing chickens through a gap in his basement wall. Following them led to one of history's most astonishing discoveries. Derinkuyu, an underground metropolis buried 280 feet below ground. This subterranean marvel once housed up to 20,000 people across 18 levels, connected by intricate tunnel systems. Dating back approximately 3,000 years, the city features storage rooms, stables, schools, wells for water, and sophisticated ventilation shafts bringing fresh air throughout. While residents didn't live permanently underground, they could shelter from violence or harsh weather for months at a time. The city spans 171 square miles with over 600 entrances discovered since excavation began. Xenophon of Athens described a similar site in 370 BCE, possibly referencing this very location. After the Greco-Turkish War in the 1920s, Cappadocian Greeks abandoned the area, taking knowledge of this underground world to Greece. Today, Derinkuyu is a major tourist destination, where visitors can explore passages, chambers, and marvel at ancient engineering that kept entire communities safe beneath the Earth's surface for centuries. Matiote Underground City, Turkey. Turkey's hidden cities continue to emerge from darkness. In 2020, researchers excavating around ancient above-ground churches in the Midyat region made an unexpected discovery. An entrance to Matiote, a sprawling underground city potentially older than the churches themselves, dating back nearly 2,000 years. Initial evidence suggests this subterranean complex may have housed as many as 60,000 people, making it potentially larger than Derinkuyu. Inhabitants, possibly fleeing persecution, created an entire underground civilization carved into rock. Excavation teams have found coins, human and animal bones, and designated areas for storing food and wine, indicating occupation spanning hundreds of years. The tunnels connect dozens of rooms, revealing how people protected themselves from climate extremes, enemies, predators, and diseases. According to excavation leader Gani Tarkan, the aim is to gradually uncover the entire underground city and open it to tourists, potentially rivaling Derinkuyu's popularity. The discovery provides crucial insights into how ancient communities adapted to threats through architectural ingenuity. As excavations continue, Matite promises to become another remarkable window into humanity's underground past, offering future visitors the chance to walk through chambers where thousands once found sanctuary beneath Turkey's rocky landscape. Pompeii, Italy. On August 24th, 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted with catastrophic force, burying Pompeii and nearby Herculaneum under 20 feet of volcanic ash and rock. The tragedy that destroyed these thriving Roman cities simultaneously preserved them in unprecedented detail. Gradually lost to history, Pompeii was rediscovered in the 15th century when an architect planned construction on the site. However, systematic excavations didn't begin until 1748, and remarkably they've continued ever since, making Pompeii the longest continually excavated archaeological site in the world. Walking through Pompeii today feels like stepping into a time machine. The volcanic ash preserved everything from brilliant frescoes and intricate mosaics to wooden doors, household items, and tragically, the petrified bodies of residents and animals caught in the eruption. Visitors can explore the Pompeii Archaeological Park, featuring some of the best preserved ruins anywhere, including ancient brothels, the Temple of Apollo, bakeries with intact ovens, and homes with stunning wall paintings depicting daily Roman life. The site provides an eerily vivid glimpse into a moment frozen 2,000 years ago. Combined with nearby Herculaneum, these cities offer unparalleled insights into Roman civilization, drawing millions of visitors annually who come to witness history preserved in volcanic ash. Machu Picchu, Peru high in the Peruvian Andes, at 7,970 feet elevation, sites perhaps the world's most famous lost city. On July 24, 1911, explorer Hiram Bingham became the first outsider to document Machu Picchu, though local people had known about the ruins for generations. Built around 1450 AD by the Inca Empire, this stunning citadel was abandoned just over a century later, possibly during the Spanish conquest. The site's remote location kept it hidden from Spanish conquistadors, preserving its remarkable architecture. The city demonstrates sophisticated Inca engineering, with precisely cut stone walls fitted together without mortar, advanced agricultural terraces, and a complex water management system. Researchers believe Machu Picchu served as a royal estate or sacred religious site for Inca Emperor Pachacuti. The surrounding mountains and dramatic setting create a mystical atmosphere that captivates millions of annual visitors. Today's tourists can hike the legendary Inca Trail, pass through the Sun Gate for breathtaking sunrise views, climb neighboring Huayna Picchu Mountain, and explore iconic structures like the Temple of the Sun, Temple of the Three Windows, and Temple of the Condor. Machu Picchu remains a bucket list destination, offering an unforgettable journey into Inca civilization's architectural genius and spiritual heart. Petra, Jordan. Emerging from rose-colored sandstone cliffs in Jordan's desert, Petra stands as one of archaeology's most spectacular discoveries. The Nabateans, an Arab civilization, established this extraordinary trading hub around 300 BC, prospering from lucrative incense routes connecting Arabia and the Mediterranean. After centuries as a major commercial center, Petra gradually declined following shifts in trade routes and devastating earthquakes. Lost to the Western world for nearly 1,000 years, Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it in 1812, disguising himself as an Arab sheikh to convince locals to guide him there. The city features breathtaking architecture carved directly into cliff faces. Most famously El Khazne, the treasury, which gained worldwide recognition in Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. Beyond this iconic facade, Petra contains over 800 registered sites, including towering temples, elaborate tombs, an impressive amphitheater seating 3,000 people, and the monastery, which requires climbing 800 steps but rewards visitors with stunning views. The Nabateans engineered sophisticated water management systems to thrive in the desert environment. Today, Petra welcomes visitors daily, with entrance requiring a walk through the dramatic Syke, a narrow gorge that builds anticipation before revealing the treasury's magnificent facade. This UNESCO World Heritage Site remains Jordan's most valuable treasure and a must-visit destination for history enthusiasts. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Hidden within Cambodia's jungles lies Angkor, a vast temple complex representing the magnificent remains of the Khmer Empire's capitals from the 9th to 15th centuries AD. While Angkor Wat itself was never entirely abandoned, serving continuously as a Buddhist shrine, the broader city gradually declined after Ayutthaya invaders sacked it in 1431. French explorer Henri Mouhot brought Angkor back to Western attention in 1859 during his exploration of Mekong River tributaries. At its peak, Angkor was enormous. Recent research suggests the greater city covered over 1,100 square miles, housing nearly 1 million people, making it one of the largest pre-industrial cities ever built. The complex features stunning Khmer architecture, with Angkor Wat standing as the world's largest religious monument, showcasing 5 iconic towers shaped like lotus buds. Nearby, Bayon Temple at Angkor Thom displays multitudes of massive stone faces, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. The empire converted between Hinduism and Buddhism several times, leaving fascinating religious architectural layers. Today, Angkor attracts millions of visitors annually, though its immense size means travelers can still find peaceful corners to explore ancient temples embraced by jungle roots, with sunrise at Angkor Wat being particularly spectacular. The site offers an unforgettable journey through Southeast Asian history, art, and spirituality. Tikal, Guatemala. Deep in Guatemala's rainforest stand the towering pyramids of Tikal, one of the Maya civilization's greatest cities. Occupied as early as 1000 BC, Tikal reached its zenith between 200 and 900 AD, with an estimated population of 100,000 to 200,000 inhabitants. The city boasted massive pyramid temples rising above the jungle canopy, royal palaces, and advanced astronomical knowledge reflected in architectural alignments. However, around 830 AD, Tikal entered rapid decline. Archaeologists believe deforestation and erosion around the city disrupted food production, causing population collapse. Central authority crumbled quickly, and by 950 AD, Tikal was largely deserted, with only small populations briefly surviving among the ruins, before complete abandonment in the 10th or 11th centuries. The Guatemalan jungle reclaimed the city for the next 1,000 years until rediscovery. Today, visitors to Tikal National Park can climb several restored pyramids, including Temple 4, the tallest structure at 212 feet, offering spectacular jungle views. The Great Plaza showcases classic Maya architecture with facing pyramids and carved stelae depicting rulers and important dates. Howler monkeys and tropical birds create an atmospheric soundtrack. The site provides crucial insights into Maya civilization's rise and mysterious collapse, making it essential for understanding Mesoamerican history. Ciudad Perdida, Tayuna, Colombia. High in Colombia's Sierra Nevada mountains, accessible only by a strenuous 4-day jungle trek, lies Ciudad Perdida, the Lost City. Local tribes call it Tayuna and believe it was the heart of a network of villages inhabited by their Tairona ancestors. Founded around 800 AD, approximately 650 years before Machu Picchu, this ancient city consists of 169 terraces carved into mountainsides, a network of tiled roads and circular plazas. The Tairona people abandoned the site during the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. The city remained hidden until 1972, when treasure hunters stumbled upon it, though local indigenous communities never forgot its existence. After archaeological study began in the 1970s, the site eventually opened to tourism, though access remains carefully controlled. The trek to Ciudad Perdida requires local guides and passes through steamy, dense mountain jungle. Seriously challenging terrain not for the faint of heart. The final approach involves climbing 1,200 ancient stone steps, but reaching the top rewards trekkers with spectacular views and the profound experience of standing where up to 8,000 people once lived. The Colombian government works with indigenous communities to protect the site while allowing tourism. Troy, Turkey. The legendary city of Troy, immortalized in Homer's Iliad, captures imagination like few archaeological sites can. For centuries, scholars debated whether Troy actually existed or remained purely mythological. German archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann, using Homer's epic poem essentially as a treasure map, discovered the site in 1870 near Turkey's Aegean coast. Excavations revealed multiple layers of ruins, with Troy 7a, dated to the mid to late 13th century BC, likely being Homer's Troy, where the legendary Trojan War occurred. The city's 4,000-year history merges myth with archaeological reality, spanning multiple civilizations and reconstructions. Walking through ancient fortifications and palace remains, visitors encounter the dramatic setting of history's most famous love triangle involving Helen, Paris, and Menelaus. The site contains 9 distinct layers representing different periods of occupation and destruction, revealing how successive civilizations rebuilt upon ruins. The iconic wooden horse replica provides photo opportunities, though the original was, of course, part of Greek mythology. In October 2019, the Troy Museum opened nearby, featuring interactive exhibits highlighting gleaming jewelry, marble statues, and treasures once held within these walls. The museum provides essential context for understanding the site's complex history. Troy continues drawing visitors who want to walk where ancient heroes might have fought, blurring the line between legend and history. Persepolis, Iran. Rising from Iran's plains, Persepolis stands as a testament to the mighty Persian Empire's grandeur. Achaemenid kings, beginning with Darius the Great in the 6th century BC, transformed a natural stone terrace into an imposing ceremonial capital, leveraging the landscape for both aesthetic impact and military advantage. The city served as the empire's ceremonial heart, where rulers received tribute and celebrated Nowruz, the Persian New Year. Persepolis featured magnificent palaces, notably the Apadana Palace with its towering stone columns. Only 13 of the original 72 survive today. In 331 BC, Alexander the Great conquered the Persian Empire and controversially burned Persepolis, possibly as revenge for the Persian burning of Athens' Acropolis. The city never regained its former glory and gradually declined under Macedonian rule. Buried in sand for centuries, systematic excavations in the 20th century revealed delicate carvings, cuneiform inscriptions, and architectural marvels. The Gate of All Nations, adorned with massive winged bulls, still impresses visitors. Intricate reliefs depicting tribute bearers from across the empire showcase the Persians' artistic sophistication and vast territorial reach. Today, visitors explore the platform where ancient kings once held court, walking among columns that supported elaborate audience halls. Persepolis offers profound insights into Persian civilization's power, artistry, and eventual downfall, making it one of the Middle East's most significant archaeological sites. Mohenjo-Daro, Pakistan. In Pakistan's Indus Valley lies Mohenjo-Daro, hauntingly translated as Mound of the Dead Men, one of the most advanced cities of the ancient world. Built around 2600 BC, this sophisticated urban center predates many famous ancient civilizations. Its true name remains unknown, as the Indus script continues to defy decipherment. Archaeologist R.D. Banerjee discovered the site in 1919-20, revealing astonishing urban planning that challenges assumptions about ancient societies. The city featured sophisticated drainage systems, multi-story buildings with standardized fired bricks, public baths including the famous Great Bath, and wide streets laid out in a precise grid pattern. Remarkably, archaeologists found no evidence of palaces, temples, or military structures, suggesting a relatively egalitarian society focused on trade and civic organization rather than warfare. At its height, Mohenjo-Daro housed approximately 35,000 residents who engaged in extensive trade with Mesopotamia and other regions. Around 1700 BC, the Indus Valley civilization mysteriously vanished. Theories about the collapse range from climate change and shifting river patterns to possible invasion, but definitive answers remain elusive. Rediscovered in the 1920s, the site now offers visitors a chance to explore this enigmatic civilization. Walking through ancient streets, viewing the Great Bath, and examining artifacts reveals a culture whose achievements rival contemporary civilizations, yet whose writing, beliefs, and ultimate fate remain frustratingly mysterious. Teotihuacan, Mexico. In Mexico's Valley of Mexico, massive step pyramids rise from the plains at Teotihuacan, once among the Western Hemisphere's largest cities. Founded around the 2nd century BC, this metropolis flourished between 100 and 650 AD, housing over 125,000 residents at its peak, making it larger than contemporary Rome. The civilization that built Teotihuacan remains mysterious, as they left no written records, and their true name for the city is unknown. The Aztecs, who discovered the ruins centuries after abandonment, named it Teotihuacan, meaning birthplace of the gods. The city's precise grid layout centers on the Avenue of the Dead, stretching over 2 miles and connecting major monuments. The Pyramid of the Sun, one of the largest structures in pre-Columbian Americas, rises 216 feet high, while the Pyramid of the Moon anchors the avenue's northern end. Recent discoveries, including a tunnel beneath the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, revealed chambers containing thousands of artifacts, possibly representing the underworld in Teotihuacan cosmology. Around 600 AD, sections of the city were deliberately burned, possibly during internal conflict, marking the beginning of decline. By 750 AD, the city was largely abandoned, though its influence persisted throughout Mesoamerica. 7 centuries later, the Aztecs honored these pyramids as sacred sites. Today, visitors climb these monuments, exploring this civilization's architectural genius and mysterious disappearance, making Teotihuacan Mexico's most visited archaeological site. Vijayanagara, Hampi, India. Among boulders and banana plantations in southwestern India's Karnataka state lies Hampi, the last capital of the powerful Vijayanagara Empire. Founded in the 14th century, the city flourished for over 200 years, becoming one of the world's largest cities with 500,000 inhabitants and immense wealth derived from the cotton and spice trade. The empire's ridiculously wealthy princes commissioned elaborate temples, sophisticated water systems, and grand palaces. The empire frequently conflicted with neighboring Muslim kingdoms, culminating in catastrophic defeat in 1565 at the Battle of Talikota against the Deccan Muslim Confederacy. Victorious armies spent 6 months systematically destroying Hampi, pillaging treasures and demolishing Hindu temples and palaces. Following this devastation, the city was abandoned, and the jungle gradually reclaimed it. Despite the empire's continued existence during a slow decline, the original capital was never reoccupied or rebuilt. Today's visitors find Hampi a gorgeously preserved archaeological wonder, with hundreds of monuments scattered across a stunning, boulder-strewn landscape. The Vitala Temple's stone chariot has become an iconic symbol, while the Virupaksha Temple remains actively used for worship. Intricate carvings depicting mythology, daily life, and royal processions cover temple walls. Walking through royal enclosures, bathing pavilions, and elephant stables provides intimate glimpses into vanished imperial grandeur. Hampi's combination of architectural magnificence and natural beauty makes it one of India's most mesmerizing historical destinations. Caral, Peru. Caral, the oldest known civilization in the Americas and one of the world's 6 cradles of civilization, contemporary with ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, China, and Crete. Located in Peru's Supe Valley, approximately 200 kilometers north of Lima, Caral flourished between 3000 and 1800 BC. That's over 5,000 years ago, preceding the Inca Empire by 4,000 years. Remarkably, this sophisticated society developed in complete isolation from Old World civilizations, with no contact or influence. Archaeologist Ruth Shady discovered Caral in the 1990s after decades when the site was largely overlooked. The city comprises 32 monumental structures, including 6 large pyramid platforms arranged around a vast plaza, covering about 150 acres. The largest pyramid rises approximately 60 feet high and covers an area equivalent to 4 football fields. Evidence reveals Caral's people practiced agriculture, growing cotton, beans, and squash, and engaged in fishing. They traded extensively, using cotton nets for catching fish and exchanging goods with coastal and highland communities. Astonishingly, archaeologists found no evidence of warfare, no weapons, fortifications, or mutilated bodies, suggesting a remarkably peaceful society focused on religion, music, and community life. The civilization collapsed around 1800 BC, possibly due to climate change causing droughts. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2009, Corral now welcomes tourists to explore South America's most ancient urban center, fundamentally changing our understanding of early American civilizations and their remarkable achievements. Before you leave these forgotten cities behind, remember this: history doesn't stay lost forever. It waits for the curious to return. And if the hidden side of the world fascinates you, don't stop here. Click the next video on your screen, Secrets of Pakistan You Won't Believe They Exist, and discover places most people never see. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and keep learning as we explore the strange side of our world with Oddly Abroad.